in that way, and the majority of the former land under international law and in Indian sovereignty. Religious divides cementing the differences. The differences over Kashmir have led to 3 wars between the 2 countries, and the past couple of decades have led to tens of thousands of deaths in Indian-controlled Kashmir, all too often at the hands of Indian soldiers. Overreaction, some would say, to the terrorist problems they have encountered. But anyway, the question for me is let's put this in context, because especially so because we have sought some representation from the Indian embassy here without success. I'm want to put my partiality on the table. I'm suspicious of Pakistan. I think too often Kashmir has been used by Pakistani politicians to appeal to their voters without consideration of the needs of Kashmiri people. And I'm surprised and bemused by India. I do not know why India is so reluctant to talk about the problems of Kashmir when it has resulted in so many deaths of Indian citizens. India would obviously regard its Kashmiris as Indians. So many deaths of Indian citizens at the hands of Indian troops. And how the problems continue. I'm surprised, and I hope to have a chance in the course of conversation to explore the reasons for that. And above all, how we can make progress. How we can make progress in bringing together India and Pakistan, and how we can ensure that Kashmiri people have a better future. Thank you. I'll stop there. My colleague, I think, Eva Ryan, my co-sponsor of this event, will wish to say a few words.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to first to thank you that you are participating to this conference, and I would like to thank Chris for initiating it. If I start with the event where I was first, so to say, seriously confronted with the problem of Kashmir, it was when I was visiting India in the time where Slovenia, my country, was had not yet been recognized as a sovereign state, and we made a delegation into New Delhi, and in order to get support or recognition. And when we were attending the press conference after the meetings in the foreign ministry, the first 3 questions of the journalists were, what is the position of the future state Slovenia to the Kashmir problem? Of course, we didn't have the proper answer, as I don't have the proper answer today. But my motive to participate in this conference is, my starting point is that all the countries involved in the dispute about Kashmir, I mean India, Pakistan and China, are extremely important countries for the future of the planet. For any issue you can choose, but especially for the stability and security of our world and progress, economic and other fields, that we can close the eyes in front of an open question, open problem. You feel it much closer and much more than we do, and therefore you have to have our respect, whatever your position is. Chris mentioned that he is suspicious to one of the players in the big political party. I would say I am suspicious about all players, and including the international community, because this problem should not be one of the hidden problems. It is well known, and I think more of engagement of the international community is needed, more of the constructive and original solutions should be applied, including the high grade of the understanding of the problems of the local populations. You cannot live with a war. You cannot live on the long term with the disaster which war is causing. So I expect today an open-minded exchange of views, and the aim only can be to have just another international debate on how to approach the problem and how to come closer to a negotiated solution. So thank you very much for accepting my cooperation in this event.
Thank you, Ivo. Now, we have the room until 3 o'clock, but I'm very conscious that a number of members will leave by 2. So I'll ask the speakers just to bear that in mind when making their cases, but I'd like a chance for some questions for the panel to be able to answer some of the questions before that time is reached. So let me start by introducing Tramboo from the Kashmir Centre. Say a few words of introduction. Set the scene.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, I really am very grateful to the ALDE group for organizing this hearing this morning, and I hope that at the end of the day we take something home here. As Chris said yesterday, the press conference as well that we want to establish. So I hope and I think that we may be able to do this afternoon. Now I would want to make first few preliminary remarks. For more than 6 decades, the Kashmir conflict has been knowingly projected as one of the most intractable problems of international politics. In view of the many different, though contradictory, proposals, declarations, and initiatives made from time to time, together with the national and international organization on the matter, it would be preposterous to suggest that the issue of Kashmir is a mission impossible. However, as a true representative of the people of Kashmir, I have the privilege of not being bound by the raison d'etre of any government. The conventional diplomatic or tactical approach, however, has solved nothing, particularly in regard to the Kashmir issue. It has left everything in limbo for more than 6 decades. It's no way sufficient to repeat for the sake of avoiding controversy and not antagonizing anyone, again and again commonly accepted principles. After their formation and reaffirmation, one has to talk about the conditions for their implementation and finally reach the stage of an actionable program. When talking about future prospects, one must be aware of a historical fact that has become the predicament of all efforts aimed at finding a solution to the problem of Kashmir. The respective resolutions of the United Nations Security Council are undoubtedly the documents of reference for a durable and internationally accepted solution. This perception has been confirmed at the time of the adoption, both by India and Pakistan. The resolution of clearly declaring the people of Jammu and Kashmir to determine their own future through a fair and impartial plebiscite under the auspices of the United Nations. Gandhi, the founder of India, on 30th October 1947 said, and quote, the accession was provisional upon an impartial plebiscite being taken by the Kashmiris, unquote. Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, on 2nd January 1952 said, and quote, we have taken the issue to the United Nations and given our word of honor, and we cannot go back on it. We have left the question of final solution to the people of Kashmir, unquote. However, no steps ever been taken towards the implementation of the resolutions and our commitment made to the Kashmiri people. In order to analyze the situation properly with regard to those resolutions, the policy of double standards, unfortunately, of the Security Council, which is intrinsically linked to the veto privilege of the permanent members, becomes rather obvious. Nevertheless, in legal terms, lawful expectations have been created as to the possible role of the United Nations as a facilitator of solution to the Kashmir problem. Now I would want to deal with the basic requirements which I believe are just and durable solution. Now, in view of this historical